In this story, we continue the adventures of Timmy the Turtle. Timmy loved his home. The coral reef was bright and full of fun. Every morning, he met his best friends. Finn the fish was fast and funny. Olivia the octopus was clever and kind. Stella the starfish was sparkly and smart. Together, they played hide-and-seek among the waving sea plants. They raced each other to the big sandy patch where the sunbeams danced. The ocean was their playground, a place of endless joy and adventure. They thought every day would be just as sunny and happy as the last one, filled with laughter and games in their beautiful, sparkling home. One morning, something was different. The water felt cold, not warm and cozy like it usually was. Timmy shivered inside his strong shell. Finn the fish noticed it too. He tried to dart and dash, but the water pushed him back. "The currents are so strong today." He puffed, his little fins working hard. The friends looked around. The magical seaweed forest, usually glowing with a soft, green light, looked dark and gloomy. The happy little fish that normally swam there were hiding. The reef was quiet and still in a way that felt strange and a little bit scary. Olivia the octopus, who loved to read old scrolls she found in shipwrecks, went to her library of shells. Her 8 arms carefully unrolled a very old, crinkly map of the ocean currents. She studied the strange swirls and lines that were not there before. Her big, wise eyes grew wider with worry as she read the ancient symbols. She swam quickly to find her friends, her arms trailing behind her like worried ribbons. "I have found something," she announced, her voice trembling just a little. "It is not just a strong current. A very big storm is coming, a storm of the deep." Stella the starfish, who had been listening quietly, suddenly began to glow a little brighter. She remembered a story her grandmother had told her long, long ago. It was a legend about the ocean, a tale of great danger and even greater magic. "There is a legend," Stella said softly, her voice filled with awe. "A legend of the whispering stone. It is said the stone can calm the biggest storms and make the ocean peaceful again. But the stone is hidden. It is in the cave of sleeping shadows, a very dangerous and scary place where few have ever dared to go." The friends looked at each other. The cave of sleeping shadows. Even its name sent a shiver down their spines. Timmy, always brave, puffed out his chest. "A dangerous cave? A legendary stone? This sounds like our biggest adventure yet! We must go and find it to save our home," he declared. He was ready to face any challenge, to swim against any current. He believed that together, they could do anything. For Timmy, fear was just a small wave, and his courage was as big as the whole ocean. He was sure they would succeed if they were brave. But Finn the fish was not so sure. His scales trembled, and he hid behind a large piece of coral. "The cave of sleeping shadows?" he whispered, his voice shaking. "I've heard stories about that place. There are whirlpools that spin you around and dark tunnels where you can get lost forever. It's too scary. I don't want to go." Finn was not a coward, but he was small, and the thought of such a big, dark place filled him with a deep and powerful fear. He just wanted to stay safe in the reef he knew and loved. Olivia, ever the cautious one, tapped one of her arms on her chin, thinking hard. "Timmy is right. We have to do something to save the forest," she said slowly. "But Finn is right too. It is very dangerous. We cannot just rush in without a plan. We need to think about the risks. We must be careful and clever if we are going to face such a challenge." She wanted to help, but she also wanted to make sure all of her friends were safe. She believed that thinking before acting was the key to overcoming any problem, no matter how big. For a moment, the friends were silent. Timmy wanted to go. Finn wanted to stay. Olivia wanted a plan. It seemed they would never agree. Stella the starfish scooted closer to all of them, her light shining warmly on their faces. "We can't save the reef if we are not together," she said gently. "It is scary, but we will be scared together. We will be brave together. We will be clever together. We have to do this for our home and for each other." Hearing her words, Timmy, Finn, and Olivia looked at one another and nodded. They would face the danger as one. Their journey began. The currents were even stronger than before, pulling at them like mighty, invisible hands. They soon came to a giant whirlpool, spinning the water in a dizzying circle. Finn, who was the smallest, was almost sucked in. "Help me!" he cried out, tumbling end over end. Without a second thought, Timmy swam as hard as he could, using his strong shell to block the worst of the current. Olivia stretched out two of her long, strong arms and grabbed Finn, pulling him back to safety. It was a scary moment, but it showed them they were stronger when they helped each other. Next, they reached a maze of sharp, tangled coral. It was like a forest of stone, with twisting tunnels and dead ends everywhere. They swam left, then right, but they quickly became lost in the shadowy passages. "I think we are going in circles," Olivia worried, looking at the identical coral branches all around them. Just then, Stella began to glow brighter. She found a special type of glowing moss on the coral walls. "Follow the moss!" she shouted. "My grandmother said it always grows in the direction of the deep caves." Her knowledge lit up their path and guided them through the tricky maze. Finally, they reached the entrance to the Cave of Sleeping Shadows. It was a huge, dark opening, and guarding it was a giant, ancient turtle, fast asleep. He was so big that he blocked the entire way in. His snores were like deep rumbles that shook the water around them. "We can't wake him up," whispered Timmy. "He looks very old and very grumpy." They had to be very quiet. They decided to work as a team. Olivia used her soft arms to gently lift a corner of the sleeping turtle's flipper, just enough for them to squeeze under. One by one, they silently slipped past the giant turtle. Timmy went first, then Stella, then Olivia. Finn was the last to go. As he wriggled underneath, his tail fin accidentally tickled the giant turtle's nose. The huge turtle let out a mighty sneeze, a achoo, that sent a blast of water pushing Finn out from under the flipper and straight into the cave. Timmy and Olivia quickly swam to his side to make sure he was okay. They had made it past all the dangers outside, and now they were finally inside the mysterious cave. Inside the cave, it was dark and vast. In the very center, on a high stone pedestal, they saw it, the Whispering Stone. It was beautiful, glowing with a faint pulsing light, but it was too high for any of them to reach on their own. The pedestal was smooth and slippery. "How will we ever get up there?" Finn asked, looking up at the faraway stone. They knew they had to work together one last time. This was the final challenge, and it would require all of their different skills combined to succeed in their important quest. Timmy had an idea. "Olivia, you are the strongest," he said. "Can you hold on to the bottom?" Olivia nodded and wrapped all 8 of her arms firmly around the base of the pedestal. "Finn, you are the lightest. You can climb on my back," Timmy instructed. Timmy swam up and braced himself against the slippery stone wall. Finn carefully climbed onto Timmy's sturdy shell. "Stella, you can light the way for Finn," Timmy added. Stella climbed onto Finn's back, her glow illuminating the path upward. It was a wobbly tower of friends, but they were determined. Finn, with Stella lighting his way, finally reached the top. He stood right beside the beautiful glowing stone. He reached out a fin to touch it, but nothing happened. The stone's light flickered, but did not grow brighter. The storm outside still raged. "It's not working," he called down, his voice full of disappointment. Just then, Stella remembered the very last part of the legend. "The friendship bracelet," she cried out, "from our last adventure. The legend says only true friendship can unlock the stone's power." The bracelet was a symbol of their bond, woven from the strongest seaweed. Timmy swam up, the simple bracelet still tied around his flipper. Working together, they gently touched the bracelet to the surface of the whispering stone. The moment it made contact, the stone burst with a brilliant, warm light that filled the entire cave and shot out into the ocean. The rumbling of the storm stopped. The strong currents grew calm. The dark water cleared, and a gentle, warm light returned to the reef. The magical seaweed forest began to glow brightly once more. They had done it. They had saved their home. They had saved the forest. With the storm gone, the friends swam back to their beautiful reef, feeling tired but very happy. The ocean was peaceful again, thanks to their bravery and teamwork. They looked at each other, their hearts full of love and gratitude. They learned a very important lesson that day. True friendship wasn't just about playing games and having fun. It was about trusting each other, helping each other, and being brave together, especially when things were difficult and scary. Their friendship was the real magic that had saved the day.